What is going on, guys? My name's Brian and welcome to the Game Shower, where we like to shower you with Nintendo news, leaks, and rumors. And for my old subscribers, you heard me correct. I said Nintendo news, leaks, and rumors. But don't worry, if you did come here before for my PlayStation 3D Pulse headphones review, or you came from my gaming chair review, or any of my other reviews, or my Kingdom Hearts content, my Final Fantasy 7 content, don't worry, that's definitely not going anywhere. I will still be making videos like that, just not as frequent as I will with the Nintendo videos. With the Nintendo videos, I'm trying to zero in and get my niche. I'm trying to focus down more and not be all over the place like I feel like I've been with my previous videos. I feel like one day you came here for Zelda related content and the next day I was talking about a chair. One day I was talking about a chair, and then the next day I'll be talking about music. One day I'm talking about music, and out of nowhere I'm talking about Final Fantasy 16 coming out. So I just want to zero in and focus down more on the Nintendo related content, and I hope you guys can support me through that. If you guys do believe that that is a great decision, please comment down below, great decision, creativo. Hey, and while you're down there, why don't you just hit that like and subscribe button? It'll do so many things for the world, like make me feel like an amazing human being, make you feel like an amazing human being for making me feel amazing, and you'll just be such a wonderful person by doing so. But with that being said, if you're new here, welcome to the Game Shower, and if you're old here, welcome back, guys. Let's get on to the video. So we're starting this video big. We're not starting small, we're starting really big, and by really big I'm talking about that giant moon in the sky. Yes, we're talking about The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Nintendo just dropped a trailer last night, and oh my god. I don't know if you guys felt the nostalgia, but I definitely felt the nostalgia in that video. I remember playing this on the N64 with the expansion pack that you had to put the red little pack that goes in the N64. Oh my god. And I remember as a kid not being able to defeat the water temple. There was like a giant fish that was in the water temple that I just could not defeat. Like, I had a situation with my 64, just a little sidebar, where my color wasn't working, so it was in black and white. So imagine doing the water temple in black and white where you can't see anything because all the darks are really dark and all the lights are really light. I don't know what was wrong with my 64, that was wrong with it. And we got this beautiful fish going around just killing the out of you, you know, just killing you and taking away like 3-4 hearts at a time. And yeah, it was one of the hardest things. And as I got older, I bought The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, which came out for the Nintendo 3DS, and what an amazing game, guys. If you don't get the concept, it's pretty much like a sequel to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where you play as Link and you meet a Deku kid who takes a mask. The mask is actually possessed by some evil, and he turns into obviously the evil Majora's Mask. Spoiler alert, I guess, but that's literally in the title and you see it in the trailer. And you have to fight this kid who's pretty much trying to destroy the world in 3 days. So you got 3 days to collect all the stuff in every dungeon and prepare yourself to defeat this guy and stop him from destroying the world. 3 days. But don't worry, with the Ocarina of Time, you get to go back in time over and over again until you get it right, with multiple characters that you meet along the way, multiple side missions that you could do. It's just an amazing, awesome game, and I definitely recommend it to anyone. If you were a fan of Ocarina of Time, you're gonna love Majora's Mask. You get to go back in time millions of times because you've got to repeat all 3 days, which with each 3 days there are different missions that you have to do. There's things you could bring with you to the past, things that you could save somehow, and then when you go back into the future you get to pick it back up, such as your rupees. It's just an awesome Zelda games, and I definitely recommend that game to anyone who's a Zelda fan. Moving right along, guys, we do have that the eShop is closing down as of March of 2023. And the eShop for the Wii and the Wii U, by the way, guys, one of the things that I wanted to say about this is that I feel like a lot of people are making this a big deal, and I don't want to be that YouTuber that lies to you and be like, oh my god, I can't live without it, my virtual console. I mean, if you guys know me, I'm more of a physical collector myself. I do understand where a lot of people are coming from with their eShop, not being able to download their games. Maybe you're a digital person, maybe you have your 3DS is your Zelda machine, you have all your old Zelda games in there. Well, if you have it, you're still gonna be able to have it. I think there's a misconception where people believe that once they close the eShop, you're not gonna be able to load these games anymore. it's gonna be one of those things that once you have it on your 3DS, you're still gonna be able to play it. And with the Wii U, with Virtual Console, if you have those games on your Virtual Console, if you already have it downloaded on your Wii U, you're gonna still be able to have it. So if you're trying to say like, I need this physically on my Wii U, you can still have it as soon as you download it right before they shut down. One of the things is that you do want to be quick because they are shutting this down very, very fast. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, dude, what do you mean? That's a whole year away. We got some time to download this stuff. Well, you better think again, because on their site, they actually stated this. So yeah, they're shutting down as of late March of 2023, but they stated this here. As of May 23rd of 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a credit card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or Nintendo 3DS family of systems. And then they continue to say, as of August 29th of 2022, it will no longer be possible to use Nintendo eShop cards to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. However, it will still be possible to redeem download codes until late March 2023. From what I'm seeing, if you do have some kind of leftover funds, maybe a birthday that you forgot about and you added the funds onto your 3DS or your Wii U, the funds on your Nintendo wallet will still be able to be carried over to your Nintendo account for your Nintendo Switch, but they're no longer supported for your Wii U and Nintendo 3DS systems. That is such a bummer. I know so many people who love to download their games, so many people who have their games downloaded. They love the Virtual Console, and the thing with the Nintendo is that I wish they would have said something like, hey, we're shutting it down for this, but don't worry, if you have your Nintendo Switch, guess what? Good news, Nintendo being amazing here. We're bringing Virtual Console to the Nintendo Switch. You heard it, we're finally doing it so you can play good old games like F-Zero, Golden Sun, all the Metroid games that you want. Yes, it's all coming to the Nintendo Switch through our Game Boy Advance and all other Virtual Consoles. Like, that would be jaw-dropping if Nintendo would do that. That would be amazing. They could add it to the online subscription. I feel like they add that to the Nintendo Switch online subscription, I feel like more people will be enticed to want to buy the expansion pack if that's something else that they add, because there's so many other games on that. And getting those games for free, because these are games that come for free, or giving us an option like, hey, you get these for free, but for some premium games like the Metroid game series, we're gonna sell them to you like we were doing on Virtual Console separately if you like. I feel like that would help. It will boost sales. It will make people want to get the subscription. It would just give people more of an incentive to switch to the online. And right now we have a lot. For people like me, Ocarina of Time alone was great. It was good enough for me to subscribe to their online subscription. But for some people, they're like, yeah, that's not enough. So I feel like by adding this, it will just give Nintendo that little push. But then Nintendo doesn't stop there. Moving on to our next news, Nintendo feels like, hey, we're gonna release a little demo for you guys. I want you guys to try something out for us. So Nintendo goes and releases the Nintendo Switch Sports, which is pretty much a follow-up to the Wii Sports. They're just making the Nintendo Switch version, which I honestly saw this coming a mile away. I felt like this should have been now. Instead of 1-2 Switch, which let that game burn in hell, I was not a fan. Not a fan. It was like one of those games that's cool when it first came out. Then after a while, I was like, yeah, no, not for me. And then we got Wii Sports. Wii Sports was pretty fun. I remember playing that game, playing tennis. That game was fun. I never owned a Wii growing up, but I did go to friends' house who did own a Wii, and the Wii Sports games were fun. Now, will I be buying this game? I'm not too sure, because I wanted to test it. I did want to test it, but Nintendo goes on their website and they're like, hey, yeah, you could test it, you could try it out, which, by the way, if you do want to try it out anyways, they have an online playtest going on today all the way through Sunday. But the playtimes are weird. They got on the 18th, they have from 7 to 7:45 Pacific time. On the 19th, they got 3 to 3:45 a.m. Like, who the hell wants to play at that time? Like, converting that to Eastern time, that's still like maybe, what, it's 2-3 hours ahead. That's like 5-6 in the morning. Nobody wants to play no sport games at 5-6 in the morning. They're sleeping, dude. Then they got 11 to 11:45, which is okay, you know, people start waking up around that time. And then 7 to 7:45, which is okay, that's a decent time. Then on Sunday, they go back to their crazy time of 3 to 3:45 a.m., which I just find ridiculous. But for those of you that do want to test it out, you'll be able to try things like soccer, volleyball, bowling, tennis, badminton, and chambara, which is their kind of swords play. I just feel like Nintendo should have let this open and let people talk about it on social media and YouTube content, because I feel like this would have been free promotion for them. Like, why are they stopping us from giving them free promotion? Like, I could have told you about the game, reviewed the game, tell you what it's like, tell me if it feels nostalgic to the Wii Sports, but I guess we won't be able to talk about that on this channel, guys. I'm not trying to get the Nintendo Ninjas on my back. But anyways, on a lighter note, if you are an anime fan, guys, we finally have the CrunchyRoll app, which launched yesterday on the Nintendo Switch, and I am letting you guys know I've tested out. It runs amazing. As long as you have a stable internet connection, runs amazing. I was watching Demon Slayer on it, so Demon Slayer on the go with some hotspot. I know what you're saying. Just watch it on your phone. Hey, Nintendo Switch OLED screen. That's all I have to say. Oof, looks beautiful. And if you're like me, I have LG TVs. I had to either watch it from my PlayStation, my Xbox from the living room, or I had to stream it from my phone to my LG TVs. Other than that, I wouldn't be able to watch it. Now on my Nintendo Switch, I could just dock it real quick, launch the app, and bang, easier for us, easier for everyone. It's a great download, so I highly suggest downloading Crunchyroll. And if you don't have it, they have a free version. It just has a lot of ads and commercials. I personally pay for mine, so I don't like ads or commercials. And the subscription's not too bad. If I'm not mistaken, it's like $6.99 a month. Not too bad if you're an anime fan. So I definitely recommend that for all anime fans. And if you have a Nintendo Switch, definitely give it a download. It's free. And with that being said, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you guys so much. Just trying to give the videos a little bit more personality so you guys can get to know a little bit more about me. And something new we're doing on the channel is at the very end, we are going to be giving a shout out right above to our top comment of the day. And today, the top comment goes to Nine. Nine is a really good friend of mine, another fellow YouTuber. And he mentioned this on one of my community posts, and it's, I support you 100%, bro. It would be nice to have someone I'm subscribed to who does Nintendo content so I can keep up, LOL. So shout out to Nine. I really love that comment. It shows me that there are people who are supportive out there. And even if it's one person, just remember, guys, be positive. It always starts with one. And with one, that's how you get the ball rolling. Again, thank you for making it to this part of the video, guys. For more Nintendo related content, hit that like and subscribe button, because we will be making more Nintendo related content. So again, thank you guys for watching, and keep being awesome, guys.